Hey everybody, welcome to the Smoothie channel. I am SB Conrad, and today I'm here to explain the basics of how to parry in Elden Ring. Before we delve into parrying, if you're going the old sword and board route where you're blocking a lot of attacks, I would go ahead and grab a shield that can block 100% physical damage early on. So what exactly does it mean if a shield has 100% physical damage, absorption, or negation? Basically, when you block against a normal physical attack with a shield that has 100% physical damage absorption, you lose stamina but no HP. When you block with a shield that has below 100% physical damage absorption, you'll take chip damage depending on the absorption of that shield. If you don't have any stamina when you block, you'll become staggered and stun locked for a few seconds and be pretty vulnerable to attacks. So the Vagabond and Confessor both start with a 100% shield. If you don't start as one of these classes, I would just go ahead and grab one sooner rather than later, especially since you don't have a max inventory size in this game. The Beast Crest Heater Shield in the enemy camp southwest of the Broken Bridge in Wingrave West is the earliest one you can get, and it's pretty easy to just run in and grab it and leave. So there are two main types of parrying: the buckler shield parry and the regular shield parry. The buckler parry is faster and has a longer window of time to successfully land the parry, and this is a skill that is exclusive to the buckler shield. The regular parry takes longer to initiate and has a shorter window of time to successfully land the parry. The Bandit class starts with a buckler. If you start as a different class, you can't actually get one until after you defeat the first boss, Margit, at least as far as I know. Once you're past Margit and open the main gate, the gatekeeper, Gustok, sells one. Alternatively, you can just kill him at any point, take his bell bearing to the Twin Maiden husks at Round Table Hold, and just buy it that way. You'll know when you land a parry because you'll hear the most satisfying noise ever, and the enemy will stagger. If you're within range and standing still when you land the parry, you can hit R1 to perform a riposte, which is a type of critical hit that will do a ton of damage. You're also invincible for the duration of the riposte animation, which is why parrying can be a good option if you are fighting multiple enemies. The best NPCs to practice parrying and backstabbing and really just everything against are the ones just north of the church bonfire towards the beginning of the game. Most of them have their backs turned towards you, and it's pretty easy to fight them 1v1, so they're just good to practice against. You can only parry weapons. This is pretty easy to understand, but if you really try to learn how to parry different enemies, you'll inevitably try to parry a fist or a shield more than a few times. The true test of parrying in the early game of Elden Ring is definitely against the Crucible Knight. If you only parry his vertical attacks and you just roll out of the way of the rest of them, the fight's not actually that hard. It just takes a while because even the ripostes don't tend to do a ton of damage against him. He actually bugged out right at the beginning of the second phase when I was recording for this video. If you want to see the full fight with that glitch, I uploaded it already. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. The parry timings are different for each type of weapon, but you can parry almost every NPC invader, and you can definitely parry at least a few of the bosses. You can get through the game without parrying a single time, but there are definitely enemies who are much easier to deal with if you can just go ahead and land a couple parries against them. I hope this video helped, and if it didn't, then thanks for watching it anyway. And who knows, maybe you'll learn something in the next one.